Hello there, Metamorph Fitness, and Jason here, your personal trainer. Today I had my blood test come through for my tester gel. The tester gel is this, testosterone replacement therapy, as I explained on video, so I won't go into that again. But in order to get this, I have to have a blood test done. So I sent off for my blood test today, and I've got this little package through. It contains a very small bottle about that big to put your blood in. I've actually did do a video, but it went a bit south because it took so long for the blood to come out. It took about 8 minutes to fill a bottle that's probably about that big up with blood. So it's really time consuming and tedious, so I don't want to put you through that. But basically what they give you is 3 of these little plastic needle things, yeah? And what you do is you put it against your finger, press that, and then the needle stabs you in the finger, okay? Once that happens, I've got a blood sample here actually. There we go. The blood's in there, so it's very small. But what you basically do is once you prick your finger, you hold your finger against the bottle without a lid on it, and then you massage your finger. Well, plasters on my fingers here because of where I've been bleeding all over the place. You just let the blood drip from your finger into the bottle, and you have to fill it up where the second yellow line is, okay? But before you do that, you have to use alcoholic swab to clean your fingers. Make sure your hands are clean in the first place. But alcoholic swab, other cleansing pads that they give you, and also you have to warm your hands up as well. If you've got cold hands and your circulation's not very good, you need to sort of massage your wrists a bit, get the blood flowing, rub your hands together, shake your hands about, and then when you do the finger prick, you have to push your finger up until it goes red, like that with your thumb, and then that will cause the blood to come to the surface. So when you prick it, it starts dripping out. So once you've filled that bottle up, you then have to fill out a bunch of forms, and they'll send this off to the lab. And I just wanted to show you the legitimacy of my TRT usage, because because I do know people that can get me this for next to nothing, and I don't have to take blood tests, okay? But I don't want to do that. I want to do it the correct way, and I don't want to risk any problems later on. See, when they take the blood test, they'll be able to tell what your testosterone level is and whether you need to adjust how much you take of the tester gel. When I first started taking tester gel, which was in the first 18 months, I was taking 75 millilitres or 3 pumps of this, okay, 3 pumps. The average person for TRT use, just to get your testosterone to normal levels, can be up to 5 pumps a week, or as it says on here, apply 2 pumps daily. So I mean, this says you can take up to 14 pumps, but I just have 2 pumps a week, okay, on a Monday, on a Thursday, and I found that my T levels when I was on 3 pumps went, it should have been between 6.7, I believe, 6.7 or 7.6, 1 to 2, between that and 31, okay, on the English charts. So if your testosterone levels came back as being between 7.6 or 6.7 and 31, then you're in a normal range. So when mine come back originally, it come back at 52. Now, if you're doing it by the American charts, low T is around about 250 millilitres per deciliter, I believe, something along those lines. It's around about 250, and between 250 and 250 is low, 300 to 900 is normal, okay? So when I was just taking 3 pumps of this, just 3 a week, it went up to about 1500, which is 400% above average of the average person's testosterone. So that was a bit high, okay? So I decided to, well, they said to me my T was too high at 52 or 1500, so they'd have to change the prescription, and I went down to 2 pumps a week, and then my testosterone was around about 32, or approximately about 1,100, something like that. So it's just a little bit above average. But I wouldn't have known this if I didn't take the blood tests and so forth. So it's really important that when I prescribe for this, that I do it online, I do it with a real doctor, I do it with a real pharmacy, real company, and then they send me the blood test equipment through, and then they let me know how to adjust it. Okay. While I'm here, I've got to stick this on actually, so I'll show you how I use it. I'll shake it up, and then what I'm going to do, just roll the t-shirt back, and then I'm going to just squeeze it onto my shoulder there. There we go. And then I'm going to rub it on. Now you want to make sure your shoulders are clean and prepared. See how shiny that is? It's got a really strong smell to it, like it blows your head off almost. So I'm going to rub that in, like so. What you have to do is make sure, some people have an issue with this because they say, well, if you touch anyone while you've got it on your hands, like I have and on my shoulder, you can transfer it to somebody else. And you do not want to be touching your partner, your kids or your pets with a handful of testosterone gel on you. So I'm going to keep rubbing this in until it's dried in. It dries up pretty quick actually, to be honest. And it takes about, you're meant to keep it covered and keep it away from people for about an hour. So it's probably best to do this first thing in the morning. I've done it late tonight because that's the way it is. But normally I'll put it on in the morning, make sure I don't contact anyone. Don't have a shower for about, I'll give it a couple of hours personally. So then that way you're not washing it off. Right, that's pretty much dry now. So I'm just going to leave that out like so. So there we go. Now you know how I use my tester gel and the processes. And I can't stress enough that if someone offers you testosterone replacement therapy, whether it's in patches, gel, injections, and it's in hand, don't take it. Okay? Go through a recognised and legitimate doctor, pharmacy company, and get your blood test done and let them decide how much you need and to take. I will say though that if you are taking TRT to try to get massive, you're barking up the wrong tree, because the blood test people will not permit you to take excessive amounts. And as I said, bodybuilders entry level, they take about 500 millilitres of this a week compared to my paltry 50. Okay, 500 a week entry level. Elite bodybuilders take up to 4,000 a week. So they would go through this bottle within about a couple of weeks probably. And then if they were to go back to the pharmacy and say, oh, well, I've run out of gel, then the pharmacy would say, you've only had it for 2 weeks, you can't have run out unless you've used excessive amounts. And then they simply won't prescribe it. They won't do it. They'll just say, no, you're abusing it, so you won't get it. So if you want to do it a safe way, do it through the pharmacies. But if you want to ponce about and play games with your life, then don't expect the pharmacy to be able to help you with that, because they won't. Okay, that's black market stuff. Alright, well, thanks for watching my video. Hope this helps you out. Please leave any comments, subscribe to my channel for more tips and for more exercise ideas. And let me know if you're on TRT as well. Let me know how your journey is going. Okay, catch you all later. This is Metamorph Fitness. Bye bye.